Aloha, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this videotape that will be showing you as to how to do a Hawaiian luau in your backyard. A Hawaiian luau is a festive occasion whereby we can celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, and just have a party. One of the main things that we do for our luau that is very authentic is having a emo built in your backyard, and this emo in Hawaiian means a hole. And what we will do in this hole is to cook a pig completely in the ground for about 8 hours. Well, let's take a look what we have to do first of all. The dimensions of our hole has to be approximately the same size as your pig. For example, the hole has to be dug about 2.5 feet deep, and the length will be dependent on how big the pig is. Today's pig that we'll be roasting in the emo will weigh approximately 160 pounds. Normally what you would like to do in your backyard is about 80 to 90 pounds. What we have to do now is select a site that is not very rocky and not have a lot of big rocks in there, so you really don't have to work very hard on that. And one of the best things to do, of course, is to get your friends to dig the hole and not yourself. And today we have some real nice friends that are digging the hole, and what we need to do now is to be sure that when we dig the hole out that we have a space between the hole and the earth that we're putting off to the side. It's important that we have a space between the earth and the side, because later on I'll show you the reason for that. What we have here is a fire brick that we'll be using instead of the lava rocks. There's a Hawaiian superstition that says that you are not to bring any lava rock from Hawaii. Consequently, those lava rocks are used for the emo. Lava rocks are very dense and can retain a lot of heat. In this particular case, we'll be using this fire brick, and it's about 8 pounds in weight. It's pretty heavy. And I want you to be sure that when you use this fire brick that it is not made out of limestone. How can you tell the difference? The one with the limestone is about 3 pounds. This is about 8 pounds. We'll be using these bricks in the bottom of the pit, and then we will start a fire so that it will be red hot to be placed into the cavities of the pig. One of the things that you want to do is to be sure that you have a brick that has been broken off, because this would be able to get very nicely into the cavity, such as the ham. You have to make a slit and put this into the ham, and also put it into the throat. So it's very important that you use these bricks that might break off. Here we are in the emo, and it's very important that we line up the bricks in a way that it will cover the entire area, both the sides and the bottom. Now, what we need to do is after years of doing this here, I found that it's important that you might ask, why are these bricks up like standing vertically? One of the reasons for that is that after we line the bricks up like this here, we'll be putting firewood over that. Remember I said you need to heat up these fire bricks for about 2 to 3 hours. So you have to put firewood on top of that, and we find two things happen here. That when you put the firewood on top of this here, it'll give a chance for the firewood to fall in between these bricks here, and it'll make it much easier to heat up. And more importantly is that after this is heated up, it will give you an opportunity to find these bricks, because you have to now imagine that this would be covered with all ash, very hot coals. And if they were laying down flat, it would be very difficult for you to take out the bricks here to put into the cavity of the pig. Now keep in mind, we're going to be taking out about 20 of these bricks to put into the cavity of the pig. So if they're standing up, what you could do with your tongs, and keep in mind this is going to be very, very hot. What you have to do is now reach in with your tongs, locate the ones that are standing up, and just pull it out. And that's how easy it is, versus trying to fish around and pull out the ones that are laying flat. So this is the way we do it. We lay one row down flat and the others are vertical. We also put some along the sides like so, and we'll continue laying the bricks down. And again, my friends did a very good job in digging a nice square hole. That's very important because you don't want the sides of the hole to cave in onto the pig. So you want it nice and square. And if you have some real good friends that know how to dig out an emo, have them join you at this luau. And this will be a treat for you and for them. And we almost will get this done in a few minutes. Okay, at this point we are ready to put the firewood in here. You notice we're using a very kindling actually to get in here. And remember I said we need to have a real hot, fast fire going in here. What we did was get this from the local lumber yard, and we'll just kind of stick it in between those fire bricks just to be sure that all of them are covered and we get something going here. We will be filling this up with the scrap lumber. One of the things I want you to be sure not to do is use any pressure treated wood. Pressure treated wood, of course, have all those chemicals in there, and you really don't want to have that burning for your kalua pig. Kalua pig in Hawaiian means the pig that is cooked in the emo. And so I'll just keep putting this in here, and eventually this will be all filled up. And what we need to do now is, once we have this fired up, we have to keep this going for about 2 hours. How do you know when it's ready? When you take out one of these fire bricks and you place it into the cavity of the pig, it will be so hot that you will have the fat just catch on fire, and now you have a big flame coming out from the fat. So it's really important that don't be impatient and not cook your fire bricks for the proper length of time. We are ready to now get the ingredients, our magic Hawaiian potion, to be mixed together, to be placed into the pig. And before you'll see some of the basic ingredients that I use. One of the things that we use here is the salt. This is a fine grained salt here. And this is the one that we substitute. In Hawaii, this is called the Hawaiian salt, but in this particular case, it's called the coarse type salt, and you can get them anywhere in the supermarket. This is your oregano, and I have two types of sauce here. As far as soya sauce is concerned, it really doesn't make a difference at this point as to the type of sauce that you use. We also have black pepper, and we also have here chopped up garlic and rosemary here. One of the major ingredients that works very well is your garlic. And then we have yams you can put in there. Also, you could put in fish, chicken, and all different types of meats. But today we'll be just using yams. We'll first start off with the soy sauce. No trick to that, just pour it right into the pot. Normally what I use is 2 of these bottles for a pig of this size. You could use less if you want to. We also will be putting this inside of the pig, and also we will be putting it on the outside. So we do it both inside and outside of the pig. As far as salt is concerned, the Hawaiians love to use a lot of salt. And so one of the things we do is put some salt in here. And normally you would put 3 tablespoons in there, large tablespoons. And we won't use this here because we'll use this later on the outside. The oregano that we have here, again, you might be frustrated because I won't give you the exact type of measurements for it. And this is called eyeballing. So you just eyeball with me, and here we go. Next is the pepper, black pepper. And we'll eyeball this again. I don't do the cooking at home. It's my wife that does it, so I really don't know how to do the correct measurements here. But I'm real good at eyeballing here, so that ought to work. Now we have the minced garlic. I guess you can call this an eyeball recipe because I'm just eyeballing it, and it looks pretty good, smells pretty good from here. And rosemary. You don't need too much of that. That's it. And now you take a right-hand spoon and you just mix it. And we're ready to go. When the pig is ready on the to be placed with this sauce, we will put this inside of the pig, and like I said, on the outside. And that's it. What we have here is a 112-pound pig. We had anticipated that this would be 160. Really, this is in our favor by having a smaller pig, because like I said, it's best to have one that is about 90 pounds. And one of the things that you don't want to have done is have a frozen pig. And I think this is what it is. It's a frozen pig. Okay, Dan, can you help me get this paper off? I'll lift it up and you can pull it out, or vice versa. Okay. Nice, piggy. Nice. Okay. Okay, can you hold it up there? What we need to do now is to split it down the middle. And you'll just take it down there and just stick it in there. Let's see if it splits open. Now this is the part that you got to be careful, because you have that bone there that you want to split, but you don't want to hurt yourself either. No, it's a coming. It's real important that we split this here, because if we don't, then we won't be able to get the brick in there. Okay, now you see this part here? It's completely split. Okay, now, normally in the inside, yeah, shouldn't be frozen like I told you. Hey, there's a love letter here. Let me see what's in there. It says, to all viewers, today I weigh 112.7 pounds. So that, what other surprises they've got? Oh, okay, you have to take out the kidney. Normally I just cut out the kidney like that and just take it right out. This is a kidney, and some people would like to have this. I myself, I take this here and say, this is for the gods, and try to put it right in the pit. Missed it.
For the gardener.
For the gardener. There's another one out somewhere back here. Pigs are like human beings, they got two of them. So I try to take them out. And let me see if I can get this here. Well, we can move the pineapples our way. I hope my lava don't fall off here, folks. It's kind of embarrassing here. Ugh. Oh. Where is it? There it is. Like I said, I had talked to the store not to freeze it. There's your kidney. Bingo. Okay. Then what I always do, I always inspect inside and see if there's any surprises in there. It's very important to me that the pig is stamped with a USDA stamp. What it does, it tells you that the animal is free of diseases. And this is very important that when you do that, you might have it you might raise your own pig and you might take it to the slaughterhouse, but be sure that the inspectors inspect that and let you know it's safe to eat. We need to make incisions in the meaty area. This will ensure that it would be cooked, and also would help defrost this honored guest here. So what we'll do, we'll just take an incision right there. And it will also help us perhaps to get a cinder brick in there. Not a cinder brick, but a fire brick.
Hey, Louie, where do you think you are? Hawaii or something?
We are going to put some incisions right in here, and then we'll put some garlic in there later. Now let's get back to the ham in here. We'll do some in here. Again, you have to be real careful with this here. You don't want to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else, so take your time and plan your moves on these knives here. Here's another hammy area. Later on, we'll show you how we'll do the garlic. Put it in there. Okay, Conan, can we roll it over some?
Want to roll it this way?
Yeah. That's the photogenic side of our guest here. And then we'll do one up on top here. And we'll come back on this side again. And down the neck. Keep in mind, this is where I said this is the most difficult area to cook, right along the neck in here. And we'll do some other things later to show you how I try to get this area well cooked. Okay, did we miss any spots? Do one in here. Okay, be careful now. Okay. All right, just move it over this way. That's good. Now, all right. Now, if you look in here, this pig here was split at the chest between the front legs here. It's very important that when you get yours, that this is split also. If it's not, then you have to do it. If not, you have to do it yourself. Okay? So this is a very difficult spot right in there to split. And what we're going to do, when we get the fire bricks ready, we're going to be putting a fire brick in here, and about 3 or 4 in here, and all the way down into the cavity, and in here. We'll try to get some smaller fire bricks into the ham area. Conan, you want to help me do this here too?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Just drop the pole.
All right. Now, what we're going to do is place this whole cloves of garlic inside of these.
How many do you want to put in?
Well, I would put, in something like this here, I'll put about 2 or 3 of them.
Okay.
Okay? So let's work as a team.
All right.
I'll see if I can get that. Well, let's get this for the camera here.
All right.
Here's an incision here. I'll start with the top one. It's easy for him to see. Okay, can you pull it up? There you go. Okay, now here's a clove, a whole clove. We will now insert it in there. If it gets in there. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, let's see. Okay, and we'll put more in here. Okay. You're good at this here.
Oh, yeah.
You've done this before, huh? Okay, let's keep it going here. Okay, let's see if we can get some in
How
around
about
the
something
neck
like
here.
that?
Yeah, sure. Stick it in there. Like I said, it doesn't hurt to put more in there than less.
So you want it up in the neck here?
Yes, go ahead. As you can see, we're kind of putting quite a few into the animal, into the pig here, and it will help season it very nicely. If the greatest comments I have about seasoning the pig would be the garlic. Okay. Are we ready to roll it over?
Hang on a second here. This way?
Okay, yep. Now we're fine. Need more garlic?
Yeah, put some more.
Okay. This area is still frozen, so it's a little tough getting it in here. Now, if we had a microwave oven, we could put this whole pig in there and defrost it. No, it's tough. Let's see if I can make a... Ooh, where did you learn that trick?
Bad, huh?
Huh? Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Oh, you're good at this. You must have worked at an old Hawaiian emo pit before, huh? Okay. You got that side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good back here, looks like.
Okay. Another thing we do, Conan, is we do it like that. And we stick them in there. We try to get as much into flavoring as possible. So, you want to take some of that?
Yeah. Let's get out of the way.
Okay, what do we got down here? This, right along his backside is where the tenderloins are. So this is the best part of the pig right here. So we'll put some in there. Okay.
There we go. Got a couple more pieces here.
Okay. Okay. Now let's lay this kind of flat so that we don't have to curl it underneath the table, I guess would be the best thing we could do. Yeah, and save those garlics because we're going to need that later. Check in the other box, there should be some tea leaves.
Yeah, sure.
What is this?
This is banana stocks. You ready to roll?
We're rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're very fortunate to have donated to be flown over from Hawaii by Continental Airlines these banana stocks. These are banana stocks that was flown in from Hawaii. This is traditionally how they would do it in Hawaii, by having these banana stocks. We will now split them open and it's like an onion. It peels open, so you have different layers of them. So the whole idea is that it's very fibrous and has a lot of water into it, moisture. It will protect the pig from getting scorched by the fire bricks. And it will also give you flavor to the cooking process. So let me go ahead and split this open and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, what you have here, you see what I'm saying? It comes out in like this here. Roy, could you help me just kind of lay it down on the bottom like if we're making a nice bed for our guest of honor here by just laying the stock onto the bottom here.
Just line them up all
Just line them up like you're making a nice bed.
in a row, huh?
Right. See how it comes out very easily here? We're not going to need all of this. Let's see now. You might be interested to know that bunches of bananas per tree, it gives one bunch of bananas once in its lifetime. And after that, it doesn't bear any fruit anymore. And so what happens then is that a lot of these banana trees grow similar to your, here's a good example. As I was saying, it grows in layers. Here's one layer. Here's another layer. And here's the other layer. So what happens when that it bears fruit, the banana will not die, but it will just keep growing, but it won't give any fruit. So what you have to do, if you're growing any bananas, that you would have to chop that banana tree down. And there'll be shoots coming alongside of it real quick like. And so you have your bananas all day, all year long. If you have this imported from Hawaii, it's important to know that you must have this inspected by the agriculture department. So one of the things that they're looking for is that to prevent any disease coming into the mainland. Okay, how we doing here? We need another row up there, right? Okay, this is the Hawaiian salt, or here they call it sea salt. And basically, let me show you what it looks like. It's very coarse. What we'll do, we'll put this inside of the pig, and then we will then put the other ingredients in there. Quite a fancy ladle I got here, huh? Okay, we got it in now. Next, we need some salt to be rubbed over the entire pig. Could have some salt. Nope, the other type.
One that's already open. There you go.
Hema, hea, hema, hikaya, hea, hema, hema, oh, yeah. And that means, what does it mean? We're saying, we're putting some salt on this guy. Give him a good rub down. Let him know that you love him. And we are now ready to put in our ingredients. Remember, we had this ingredients mixed up, and we'll just put it inside of the pig. Don't be bashful about this now. Just put it right in there. We'll save some for the outside. We'll try to get it all rubbed in there. Be sure we get it all around the inside. Put some in our slits. When it comes out, it'll be nice and brown when you put this soy sauce all over it. And works out very nicely when you do this. Now, if you have an honored guest that you would like to treat very specially, the most tasty part, or an honored piece of the part that you would want to give your guest, is either the ear or the tail. And so I'm sure they'll remember you for that. Okay, looks like she's cooking well. Would you fellas take one of those bricks out and let's test it and see what it's like?
Yeah.
No. Conan, there is bricks that are standing up in the middle of it.
Oh, in the middle.
You wouldn't have volunteered to do that.
Now, it's always important that when you do this, you let your friends do it. It's very hot. It's been on since 2 hours now. And
You have less clothes on than I do. You should be cooler over here.
but you see what happens? I've been here for 2.5 hours. I turned brown. I'm well done. Is there one standing up? Oh, good. Beautiful. Bring it over. Just put it right on top of there. Let's see if it's hot. It's real important that we check it out. Let me have that. Yeah. To show if it's really hot, I don't know if the camera can see it, but you can see some red sparks there coming out. And it's hot. Let me give you another example here. It's sizzling, so it is hot. So we're about ready to put it in. I need to organize my crew, though. That's how we do it. We don't want anybody to get hurt. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So what we got to do is shake down that coals. Okay, Gary? Now you can see what I'm talking about. The bananas stock prevents it from burning through. Even though it's very hot, it's very fibrous, so it has a lot of water in it, so it doesn't scorch the pig. And what we're going to do now is to put fire bricks in there, cover this over like a basket, and then we're going to put tea leaves and burlap bags on there. But I'll show you that later on. What we're going to do now is put the bricks in the inside of the cavities, and we'll start with Dan, can you grab one up in here? Try to get it up in here, Conan.
Okay.
That's it. You can hear it sizzling now. Okay. Can we get a shovel and we'll just whack it down?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Wait for Case to come back.
What we'll do here is give them some Hawaiian persuasion. And it's not persuading. Yeah.
Lever. There you
Okay, can you get it in there? Lengthwise, yeah, stick it in that way. Reposition your...
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
That's all right, all right. Good. Good. Okay. Jeff, can you get another stick and just hold it in place there? Can you pull it now? Dan, push it back that way. Come here.
Open that cavity up, will you? I'll throw another brick in there.
Hang on, we gotta get this one in first.
And you just pry it right off one like this. Push it forward into the head. Yeah, push it forward.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
We'll just leave it there. Okay, let's get the next brick in there.
All right, now hold that open like that, and I'll put the other brick in.
Just like that, all right, all right. Oh, yeah, well, that's what I was afraid of. You're dropping coals there, and I am very free. What we're doing, we're trying to get it out from the center, which is the hottest part of the pit. If you remember when we first started out, we had the bricks standing up right. It makes it much easier for the person to get it out. Here comes one.
Get one side and just pull it open, Casey.
Can you slide it in right next to the other one? Okay. Wait just a second. Okay, there.
A little more, Case.
What we're trying to do now is to pack it in real well so that it cooks from the inside. Oh, good. You do this well. You've been practicing, huh?
Read a book.
Okay. 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 Good.
You want to work on this one in the front now? Pop that one in there?
Yeah, maybe we could do that.
You gotta give big ones a little plug, Casey, while we're on television.
24 hours a day. Happy shopping can be yours. At Wegmans.
Right there, if you can pull that out of the way.
Here, hold it.
Watch your arm.
Oh, it won't open up anymore.
No. That's all we're going to get. Can we stick it in?
Holly Loki. This is Holly Loki.
Can we stick it in this way? Oh, it's going to be hot.
Those gloves aren't flame-proof.
No, stand it up, vertical. There you go.
Something like that.
Yep. Will it go in?
I'm on fire.
Okay, that's good. We'll put another brick right in here.
Another one right there?
Yeah.
Is that one? Oh, that's frozen.
Get that white one. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we're coming along real well. The whole trick is to make it the last minute to get it into the cavities here, so it's real hot. Okay, here we go again. See how it sizzles? That's what we want. And if it stands up like that, Conan, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Whoops.
That's fine.
I can't see anything.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll leave it like that because we're going to tie up the legs. Okay, let's get 3 more.
3 more.
Can you slip it right in back of this one here? Okay. All right, I'll put one more right in here.
Okay.
Right down in here. About that one there. Okay. Now we're going to put one more right there, standing up.
I got a piece of one.
Oh,
that
good.
can fit
Perfect. Oh, perfect.
All right, I'll get some water for those.
Yeah. Thanks. Now, remember I said about the small piece? There it is. Fits in there perfect. Okay. What we need to do now is to tie the legs together.
Tie the legs.
Yep.
Something like this.
Yep. Where is my wire cutters?
Got some wire right there.
Oh, you get some?
How tight do you want it together?
Wait a second. How tight can you get it?
We can slide them up farther up the leg.
Okay, you want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Get by the thighs up there.
Okay. You get that pliers, Dan? Okay. Let's get this one up in here. Do we have any extra wires up here now? I'm going to be... Okay, put it in the center, the pig.
Gotcha. Okay. Put your hand on the brick.
Yeah. There you go, buddy. You won't mind this.
Joe, can you get the other pliers?
Go. Ooh, that's getting one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, well now. I lied.
Okay, now we can now put some of our yams in there. We have yams, and also we can put in chicken, fish, anything else that can go in there. Here's our yams that we have, and
Stick it in there?
no, we'll just leave it alongside.
All right.
All right. Now what we have to do is get this made into like a basket. We'll bring up the wire.
There you go.
You see what I'm doing here, folks? We got a nice loop there. The men folks won't have to get scorched. What we'll do, we're gonna put the bricks on top of this here, and then we're going to put it back in the hole again.
You want them out of the center again?
Yep. Pick all the ones that are standing. Be sure you put it on the far side so that nobody get hurt, okay?
Watch those holes.
Okay.
There.
What we're doing now is picking up those bricks that are standing up vertically in a hole. What we need to do is to take them out, put them on the side. Once we get the pig inside, we will then put the bricks on top of it. We have approximately 100 bricks in here. We had anticipated of having 160-pound pig, and we didn't know that the weight had changed until the pig got here. So it's really working in our favor. We have lined the pit with the fire bricks all the way around it, and we have fire bricks on the very bottom of it. As soon as he takes out the fire bricks, we will then put the pig into the emo. The Hawaiian word for pig being cooked in the emo is called kalua. The basic idea of cooking the pig in the emo is two. One is that you cook it in the ground, and two is that you then cook it in such a manner that you are capturing all of the heat and steam that is going to be created by having it in the ground. Are we done?
How many would you like, Casey, total?
If you could get as much as out possible, that would be good. We have burlap bag that is soaking, and it will then create that steam that I was talking about. We will then put over the pig tea leaves. Tea leaves are leaves that are used for many purposes. It is used for wrapping food. It is used for your Hawaiian dancing skirts. And one of the things that, in growing up in Hawaii, a lot of homes had tea leaf plants planted in their front steps. The reason for that is that it would give you and bring you good luck. When the missionaries came over to Hawaii, one of the things that they immediately told the natives was that they cannot drink any alcohol beverages. And of course, this was brought over by the white man. The white man in Hawaii is referred to as the Haoles, and the Hawaiians, being resourceful, was able to find that the tea leaves root, if you ferment that, guess what you get? Your Hawaiian version of white lightning. And are we okay, fellas? Okay, straighten out the coals, and we'll get our guest of honor in there.
There we go. Watch, stand, be careful, you know, stuff right in there and all.
Fit? Okay. Put the tea leaves over it. Shovel it down. Mash the wires down. Put the tea leaves over it. Okay.
Mash the wires down, put
Yep.
tea leaves over.
Right. Mash the wires down. We're going to put the tea leaves over it. Okay. We have the burlap bags ready to go. There we go. You always wet the tea leaves, and if you have little boys around you and you say, "Look out!" and then you put it on there. All right, here we go. Put it on there. Okay, put it on.
Spread them out.
Spread it on. We're creating, Joe, that's enough. We're going to say something. The leaves are to protect it from getting burned now, so put it carefully on top of the pig, okay? Sorry. Okay. Okay, now that's fine. You got to have on top the burlap, the bricks first, and then the burlap. Remember, we're talking about the leaves again would protect it from burning. Try to get some around the back here too, okay? Is that the head on this side? Yes. That's where we want it in there too.
You're welcome.
No dirt now, Jeff. Be real careful. One right in here. Where are we, John? Oh, okay. Double it over. Whew. Okay, wait. Let's soak it up. We don't want to extinguish the fire either, but we do want to create good steam. Okay. Okay, quickly put the canvas over. Now you remember when we first dug, we said we wanted a clear working spot. Now you can see why we have put the dirt alongside of the, no, we have to put lengthwise. We have two canvas. Yep.
This side first, Jim?
Yep. Okay, you see the steam coming out? We want to capture that. Plyboard is next, folks. The plyboard is my invention. It's just the fact that it gives us a more stability. Okay, folks. Next, you want to quickly cover the pit. Be sure no steam comes out. No steam comes out. That's it. Yeah, we're going to have a good one. See all the steam coming out there? That means that we're doing a good job, and the fire bricks are hot, the pit is hot. It's generating a lot of steam. The steam will cook the pig, so we're in a good shape now. The nice thing about this is that once you get it in the pit, you don't do anything out. You don't do anything anymore. The bad thing about this is that if you don't do it right, it won't cook. So I think it's very important that step by step, like we mentioned, that you have to have those fire bricks very hot, preferably that you use hardwood. And in this particular case, I estimated if we were using regular firewood, would be probably about a half a quart of firewood. You also might ask the question, what about those rocks? Can we use those rocks versus the fire bricks? My advice to you is don't use those rocks because the fact that it will explode on you. These rocks aren't able to retain the heat. Fellas, I would suggest you just cover it all up. Put it right on. What they're doing now is taking out the pig out of the ground. Prince and princess, virgin prince and princess, we have chairs here for you. Would you sit over here, please? Don't walk on top of the pig, it'll give you bad luck. Okay, we'll just have them sit here. Okay, Rich, dive in and take him out. Okay, see the burlap bag? When we put it in there, it was soaking wet. the idea is that we wanted to create steam, trap the steam and heat, and leave it in there for that 8 to 10 hours. Here it comes. Let's all sing Tiny Bubbles as it comes out. Tiny bubbles in the wine makes me happy, makes me feel fine. Tiny bubbles makes me warm all over with the feeling that I'm going to love you till the end of time. All right. Well, this concludes our videotape regarding as to how to do a Hawaiian luau in your backyard. As you can see, I brought a lot of my friends over. And they seem to be enjoying themselves. And we hope that you can try this at your home. Keep in mind, there's several things that you have to remember. First, the size of the pig, the location of the emo. Also, be sure you get good fire bricks and not ones with limestone. You also have to have at least a half cord of firewood, and be sure that there is no steam coming out from the ground. Again, thank you. Aloha. Good luck on your emo and your luau. Shana! 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 Shana na 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 na. Shana na 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 na. All right. We now have an ancient Hawaiian. Oh, wait a minute. We have to purify them. All right, go ahead, ladies. For the men folks, be sure you get on the armpits.